Yes guys, welcome back to my channel. It's CJordana22 and you're locked into episode 2 of how my clothing brand is going. Let's get into it. The progress of my brand, episode 2. Right, so this episode is gonna be, I'm not gonna lie, I am gonna get frustrated in this episode because initially I'd planned for episode 2 to have a lot more to it and me to be able to show you what I've been working on and just watching the products come to life and make any changes that needed to be made and stuff like that, where we could actually view the actual sample and we could discuss how the process of that went. But I can't do that, guys. I can't do that because my manufacturer still has not sent me the same sample I've been waiting on since episode 1. And it's frustrating for me because, like I said, I have targets that I want, that I set for myself and the brand to work towards, and I have to keep pushing them back and back and back because I can't move forwards because I don't have my samples. And it's like I want to be able to show that off on TikTok and show it off on YouTube and show it off on Instagram, and I can't do that because I don't have it. And it's like, in all honesty, it's been around maybe 7 to 8 weeks since I've paid for it and still haven't received it. I paid for it, and the customer service that came with this manufacturer was awful. But I'm gonna have to do that in another video, and I'm just gonna have to explain in detail what happened, because this is crazy to be waiting this long for a sample, especially when I've paid in full as well. Something that I do not usually do, and the one time I've done it, it's absolutely messed me up, which is so frustrating. I never pay manufacturers in full ever. I always do it bit by bit, so that way they work towards their money. They work for the money, if that makes sense, because they're desperate for the money, so they want it. But this manufacturer, he's a lot more high end, so I wasn't able to do that with him. But considering that he is a little bit established, because especially with the brands that I've seen him work with as well, it's disappointing to know that this is how he works. I don't like it. I can't work like that. I can't work with unexpected deadlines whilst I've paid you to do a job that you're just not doing, and you just keep pushing to the side. So like I said, very unfortunate that I don't really have much to say for episode 2. I've taken, in that space between episode 1 and episode 2, I've taken a lot of L's. This being the biggest one. I've taken a lot of L's, and I can only hope for going forwards with episode 3 that there's a brighter side at the end. I just have to keep going, keep working, keep pushing, because at the moment I do feel a little bit stuck, because it's I want to be able to keep putting out TikTok content and building that community, but it's hard when that community can't exactly see what I'm doing. They can't see. It's hard to build something of people can't see what I'm creating. So it's being on TikTok, it's a blessing in disguise a little bit, because I have to be, this is forcing me to be more creative, because I still need to have that online presence. I don't want to let that drop. I don't want to let it slip. So it's forcing me to be a lot more creative online in regards to creating content and still letting people know that I'm still here, I'm still building. It's just I'm going through a bit of a rough patch in regards to my manufacturer right now. Oh, this is so frustrating, man. So frustrating. How can he have me waiting this long? That's crazy. You've been paid. Do the job. Do the work. It's crazy. But this is what these manufacturers will do. I have to create another video on this because I need to run. And you guys gotta hear me, man, because this stuff can happen to anyone that does a clothing brand. And you have to know how to deal with it. Yeah, that's basically the roundup of episode 2s that I've been taking. I've been eating L's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's just facts. But guys, I would never let this stop me. We keep going. We keep going. We keep pushing. Like I said, you will always face adversities like this. And I had a conversation with someone who's been in the fashion industry before, and they literally said to me, like, things like this are a given. They're gonna happen. You just have to know how to deal with it and know that what you're building is worth more than these stupid little things, silly little problems that are happening. Your brand is worth more than that, and you have to be the one to keep it going, and you have to sustain your brand through all of this. It's like a war, it's like a battle that you kind of have to just fight through, and you will come out on the other side because your brand is it's everything. So it's tough because, like I said, I wanted to have some really good news for episode 2, and like really just, guys, it's been hard. I'm not gonna lie, like there's been times where like I've not been sleeping just simply because I've been a bit like more worried than usual, like with the brand. Like even on my board, I'll show you here actually, on my board, I've had to like give myself some affirmations, man. I had to, because the way in which I was feeling about the brand, I had to like pick myself up a little bit, because I was just like incredibly sad about the progress and not having like reaching that checkpoint for episode 2. It really rubbed me the wrong way, like I can't lie, it really has, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. I am working with someone new now, but with the person that I'm working with, I've never got anything from them before. So in regards to like clothes wise, so I've never got anything from them before. So we have to see. I can't. So it's like now what I'm planning to do is I'm still low-key looking for a new manufacturer that can give me and provide what I need, that wants to have a good relationship with me. Having a good relationship with your manufacturer is really, really important. And I need someone who is going to build that with me, who's going to build that good relationship with me and wants to put in that effort to impress me and show off their company to me, in regards to like what they can do, how quick they can make a turnaround, and stuff like that, and how accessible they can be for me. I need that. So that is something that I'm definitely on the hunt for. It's not easy finding it, especially when you're building a luxury brand, because obviously when you're building a luxury brand, so many things come into factor, and you can't just go to anyone to get your stuff made. The quality has to be there. That luxury feel on your body has to be there. So it's like another road for me that I now have to travel down again, which is, it's upsetting, because I really thought this guy, I just literally thought he'd be it for me. Like, I found him now, he can do all these things, bish bash bosh, I'm good, I'm sorted. No, he's like a fat disappointment, man. I can't lie, hella fat disappointment. So I just have to keep my head up and just keep searching for a new manufacturer. I mean, if this guy that I'm working with currently, if he delivers, he's like, I'll give him the job. Like, if he delivers, I'll definitely give it to him. The only thing with him is in regards to like colours, especially when I went up London in my other video, he doesn't have a lot of colours. He doesn't have that wide range, and I kind of need that, because like not every grey thing I'm gonna want to do it in grey marl. Do you know what I mean? In the colour grey marl, like I'm not gonna want to do that. So I'll still need to find someone else regardless. So it's tough, guys, but we just gotta keep it moving. And like I said, unfortunately, this has been episode 2 for me, and I know it's a bit of a downer. These things happen, and you just have to keep it pushing. It's just so frustrating, man. Like, so frustrating. Like, it's disappointing, because I really wanted to come into episode 2 with something great to say. And it's like, even episode 1, like, even though there was loads of things that I was doing, like, I still had nothing to really kind of show for it. But I was talking to someone about obviously the situation in regards to like my samples, and they was just like, how do you feel? And I was just like, it's scary. Like, I haven't been able to sleep properly because I'm up worrying that, like, obviously I'm at a stage where I'm building a community. My community isn't solid yet, do you know what I mean? So it's worrying, you know, like, are people gonna start forgetting like all the work that I've been putting in for months? Am I gonna lose, like, because I have started to lose, like, even on TikTok, I've lost like a few followers on TikTok, even though it wasn't many, but it's still like losing them because they've then lost interest because there's nothing to show for it. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I can't blame them. At the same time, I understand, because it's like there's nothing to show for it. But it's just scary. Like, it is a scary feeling. I just feel like mentally I have to push myself to like a next level of belief. Like, that's just how it feels. Like, regardless of the outcome, I have to just like become a mental warrior right now and just literally push myself to some next level of like self-belief, to just say within myself, like, you can do this, like, you got this, it's fine, you can do it. Like, it's tough, but hey ho, we keep it pushing. And so thank you for tuning in to episode 2. I really, really appreciate it. You lot went crazy on episode 1, to be fair. I got like, considering I only have like, I think I got like 12 subscribers now. Considering I only have like 12 subscribers, you guys went crazy. I had like 81 views, and I was gassed. I was gassed at 81 views. Hopefully for episode 3, I've got more to show you, and episode 3 can be on a better note. I think that's what I'm aiming for, is to have episode 3 on a better note, more positivity, more growth. And you guys just keep watching the TikToks, keep watching the Insta, new reels, new Instagram, new reels and new TikToks coming out all the time. And obviously there'll be other YouTube videos in between this one as well, so stay tuned. Appreciate you. See you, Jordana 22 out.